La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Hello and welcome to the program Journey to Islam. The very essence of this program is for us to hear from people who at a point in their lives have decided to embrace Islam Ahmadiyyat. Islam Ahmadiyyat has faced a lot of persecutions and oppositions from the other sects in Islam. Despite that, people troop in, day out to convert to it. Why is this so? Today on the show, I interviewed this 24-year-old Malian by name Loure Tidiane, who has decided to embrace Islam Ahmadiyyat. Mr. Loure Tidiane, you're welcome to the show. Yes, Mr. Tidiane, you embraced Islam Ahmadiyyat 8 years ago. Yeah, before your conversion to Islam Ahmadiyyat, how was your life like as a Muslim?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Alhamdulillah, I was born in Muslim family. My father and my mother was the Muslim. My father and my mother is the Muslim Tidiane. Me, I was a Muslim Wahhabi. I born in Ivory Coast. After that, I was in Burkina Faso for some years. After that, I returned again in Ivory Coast for madrasa. I was learning in madrasa to Nur Rahman. When I finished the Holy Quran, and also I learned some ahadith, some book ahadith for the ahadith. And I was I was a Muslim Wahhabi. And also I used to go in Dawah. Some people call him Ahlu Tabligh Dawah. You went in the mosque to sleep here for 3 days, 40 in the days in the mosque.
40 days.
Yes, in the mosque. Sometimes 4 months or 3 months or 2 months. You went there in the mosque to preach and to sleep in the mosque. Then I went there also. I was practicing the Islam like all Muslims, and also I like very well the Muslim, because my father and my mother teach me about the Islam when I was small, how to pray and to go in the mosque, and everything from the Islamic, he was teach me all this, because this when I was a boy, and I was liking very well the Islam and the Holy Prophet, all Muslim also.
You enjoyed Islam?
Yes.
Yes, so you were a practicing Muslim, you enjoyed Islam.
Yes.
So now, what informed your decision
Yes.
to become an Ahmadi Muslim?
Yes. Yes. I say that I was a Muslim Wahhabi, and again I used to go in Dawah, you know, and my father again and my mother was the Tidiane. The Ahlu Tabligh and the Ahlu Sunnah is not the same. Sometimes the Wahhabi call the Ahlu Tabligh the Kafir, because I like the Islam, and also I was searching the sect of the truth. If I understand of the sect, this is a sect he practice the Islam very well, I join him to know how was the very good teaching of Islam. And all this I was not satisfied. If I searching in the Ahlul Sunnah and the Tidiane, I was not satisfied. Why? Because all Muslim, another Muslim used to call another Muslim kafir. Kafir, you will go in fire. You are not Muslim. Sometimes I ask myself, but how or this Muslim call this Muslim, you are kafir, you are kafir. Why? And also, if you attach the Bible, he say you are kafir, like the Ahlu Sunnah or the Wahhabi. Because this, I was searching, I was reading the book. One day, I read the book Riyadus Salihin. When I read this book, I saw in the book he was talking about the last day and the sign of Dajjal. When Dajjal will come, he will do this, he will do this. I was very, very afraid. And everything, if I saw it, I informed my father, because my father was teaching me and the tafsir al-Quran in our local language. If I saw something, I informed him. When I informed him, he asked me, what we will do now. I told him, now I know I know something, we will follow our Imam. He asked me, which Imam? I say, I think before, I don't know Ahmadi before. I think is our Imam in our country, like Sheikh A'imma in our country. The actual Sheikh A'imma in Ivory Coast is named Sheikh Abu Bakr Fofana. I think we will follow him. If we are following him, we will get the true path. I tell him this. He said that no problem. If it's like this, we will follow him. But after that, one day, I was in our madrasa. One missionary came there. His name Samanke, Muhammad Samanke. He stopped there to greet our teacher and talk. And our teacher asked him. He was talking in the Arabic language. He asked him, "You are ustaz also?" He said that no, I am a student. He said, in which madrasa? He said that in the madrasa for Ahmadiyya. He said that, what is the Ahmadiyya? He said that it is the sect in the Muslim, like Tidiane, like Sufi, like Shia in the Muslim. He said that I know the Tidiane, Wahhabiyya, but I don't know the Ahmadiyya. He said that after he will return. I was the prefect of this madrasa, what is called SP of this madrasa. He called me. I was there also. Then we discussing together. When he finished, he returned. Now after lunch, he returned. I returned in my room. Quickly, I returned again to listen to him. I want to know what is the Ahmadi. When I came, he was starting to talk about the Ahmadi, but he was in the death of Jesus Christ. For us, for the Wahhabi people, if you are saying Jesus Christ is die, is it like you are saying God is die? For us, Jesus Christ cannot die, never is in the heaven. When you talk about this, and our teacher, he was a very good person. He also is not teacher, is not Wahhabi. Our teacher is not Wahhabi. He was very good people. If you are say something, he ask you the proof from the Quran and from the Hadith. He ask him the proof. He give the Ayatul Quran and the plenty and the Hadith also. When he talk about this and this verse, he say that it's true. I say in my heart, you say that it's true. He say that Jesus Christ is die. You are saying it's true. I don't know happy. And again, when he finish all this, he talk about the prophets after the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I say prophet can come after Holy Prophet. These people is kafir. And when he was talking, he bring it there's some verse from the Bible. I said the Muslim group read the Bible, and our sheikh told us the Bible is no good.
You should not touch it.
Yes. If you touch the Bible, you are kafir.
The Muslims that touch the Bible are kafir.
Yes, he said that. So this man, these people is a Christian. He's not Muslim at all. Well, after that, he talk about the Khatam al-Nabiyyin. What is the Khatam al-Nabiyyin? What is the rank of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Was very good, but I don't satisfy. When he finished, he talk about the revelation al-Wahyu, ba'da Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The revelation is possible after the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he give also the many verse from the Holy Quran. After that, he talk also about the Dajjal. This Dajjal I learned in the what is called the Riyadh Salihin about this Dajjal. Yeah. When he started, he give the ahadith about the Dajjal. I said now I understood this. I learned this from the Riyadh Salihin. Yeah. I want to know when I learned this hadith from for the Dajjal. Sometimes my heart I say is not true. Dajjal will come in paradise and the fire and the Al-Jannah, bon, and the right hand. This is not true. Sometimes I say is hadith of the Holy Prophet is true. I was this when he talk about Dajjal. I say now I will listen to him very well. What he will say, he develop the Dajjal, and also he say is not physically, is spiritually. I say this is true. It's not physically.
So they had the same message.
Yes.
But the interpretation
was
different.
Yes, was different. I say if what he said before is lie, but about the Dajjal is true. It's true. When he finished, well, the prayer of Asr, the time of the prayer of Asr, we went in the mosque to pray. He performed the ablution very good, like very good Muslim. And also when he was pray, I was behind him to look at him. If he pray,
if you do something different, what you do.
Yes. I say he pray very, very well, very good. I say this, I think he is Muslim. When he finished, he returned again to continue the conversation. And after that, he saw us the future of the Imam Mahdi, Ghulam Ahmad, alayhi salam. When I saw this, I took this, like I know this man, I don't know in which way. May I think I know this man. And also I say in my heart, this man, he can know the lie man to say the lie, this man. No, I say this, I will take his feature. I take the feature in my mobile phone to keep it. Then I look at every time when he went, I was in the class. Every time my mobile phone was in my hand, I look at this. I know him. I don't know which place. I don't know. After this, after the class, went in the missionary house to ask him about the hadith, and because my teacher was there, I didn't ask him anything. I was listening alone only. After I asked him the proof from the Holy Quran and the Ahadith, he give me plenty. After this, he give me one book, قول الصريح في ظهور المهدي والمسيح, and نسأل المعارضين. He give me these two books in the Arabic. When I finish, I return again. He give me the book, his name in French, Où mourit Jésus, where Jesus Christ died, alayhi salam. I read also this book. When I finished, I went there. I went to took the bayat, but he asked me to return and to do the istikhara. If I do istikhara, after this, I can return to take the bayah. When I return in the night, every night, if I want to sleep, I pray 2 nawafil, because my father teach me this. If you want to sleep, pray two nawafil. I pray the 2 nawafil, and I do the zikr many to ask Allah. And this is from it was from my heart to ask Allah to guide me and the route. Yes, and to the right path. Now I ask Allah, and the many istighfar, astaghfirullah, and the darut, Allahumma salli Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad, many time. And also the Ihdina Siratul Mustaqim, this verse from the Suratul Fatiha, many time. After this, I sleep in this place, the place where I was pray. I sleep there. And 3 o'clock, I see in the dream, 2 people come to me, and the 2 people, it was the future of Ghulam Ahmad. The one was in be front and one behind. When the who was in the front, when he came, he went. He not talk me anything. The behind, when he came, I was sitting in the chair like this. One chair was befront me, and I sitting like this. When he came, he sitting befront me, and he told me like this: Ana Nabiyullah, inni Nabiyullah, in Arabic language, inni Nabiyullah. When he said this, I wake up.
Meaning what?
It means I am a prophet of God. Inni Nabiyullah, I am a prophet of God. When he said this, I wake up. I saw I was in the dream. I watched the time. It was the 3 o'clock. I wrote this dream. When I returned in the missionary house, I told this in missionary. He interpreted for me. He said that you was doubt about the Jesus and the Mahdi, because he told me Jesus, he will not come. The Jesus is the Mahdi. Lal Mahdiya illa Isa. The Mahdi is Isa. Is not the two people. Before we say the Mahdi is different person and the Isa is different person. He said no. Lal Mahdiya illa Isa. The Mahdi is the Isa. Now I was searching this if is the truth, and also the about the Mahdi, if he is a Nabiyullah, it was about this. Then when they come, the first person he went, he not talk you anything. It means it's not for you. The 4 Isa is not for the Muslim. It's for the Israeli people, and the second mercy is for the Muslim people, because this when he came, he sit before you, and also he told you, Inni Nabiyullah, I am a prophet of God. Don't because this I took the bayat. I took the bayat, and now I can be Ahmadi, because I know, I believe in Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can know put me in the bad path. I believe in Allah. I ask him in the prayer, surely he will guide me in the truth of the path. Yes. Because this I took this bayat to be the Ahmadi.
So after your conversion to Islam Ahmadiyyat, have you realized any similarities in the practice of Islam by Ahmadis?
Yes.
And then the sect where you belonged before you became an Ahmadi?
Yes. No, everything was the same, and the difference now, I was satisfied. I know now, like if someone searching the water to drink, you give him another thing, he cannot satisfy. When I joined the Ahmadi, I was satisfied. My heart also was satisfied, and now I can prove the another person, the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the prophet of truth, and also is the Muslim is the right path in the Bible, in the Holy Quran, and everything. You know, when I was in the Wahhabi, one day the Sheikh Wahhabi, I was in the Wahhabi. My teacher in madrasa, he was there. This teacher, you know the problem. If you want to go in any sect, you know it tell you can go. But the teacher who was in the Wahhabi, one day he told me, if your father and your mother was no Wahhabi and he died, you cannot go in his funeral. And also, if there is no person to put him in the earth, you will take him and throw away like the dog. Like the dog. When I became Ahmadi, I see Ahmadi it teach me you love any love for all. You see, love for all. And if your mother and your father, when even he is the Christian, in no Muslim, you can do good to them. But before the Wahhabi people, it was teaching me another thing, because this I say, when I became the Ahmadi people, I saw now I was satisfied, and the teaching of Ahmadi and the practice was very, very good, and it was correct. Like I didn't see any difference in the another Muslims.
All right. So in terms of practice,
Yes.
but in principle,
Yes.
and do you realize any difference between Ahmadiyyat
Yes.
and the other sects?
In the practice
Yes.
for the prayer.
No, for the prayer, that
Yes.
one you have made it clear.
Yes, yes.
But in principle, is there something that the Ahmadis believe in that you cannot see in the other sects?
I can say yes. In the Khalifa, the Khalifa is not there in the another
When
sect.
you say Khalifa,
Yes.
what do you mean?
The leader, one leader who can guide the Muslims is not there in another sect. This is different. And also Ahmadi people, and Ahmadiyya teach you to love all, and also if the Ahmadiyya also give you the knowledge of the truth, you can you can give the proof in every people, the Christian, no Christian, the Muslim, and if no Muslim. And this, if they know this, there is no difference. Like the Ahmadi Muslim believe in the God, he believe in the Holy Quran, he believe on the Holy Prophet, he pray, he keep the fast. No difference. But the difference was the Khalifa. The Khalifa is not there in the another sect, only Ahmadi. This is the difference.
So, after converting to Islam Ahmadiyya,
Yes.
have you found any changes in your life
Yes.
with regards to how close you are with your Creator?
Yes. Now, I say when I converted into Ahmadi, I was satisfied. Now, if I do something, I know I do this for why I do this. Before, if you are do something and the another sect, if you are do it like this, you don't know. Sometime in your heart you are not satisfied, but it's like compulsory for you. It's obligatory for you to do it. But when I convert in the Ahmadi, I was satisfied, and again I see if I ask something from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah give me. And again, if I want to ask, if I want to ask something from the Allah, from the God, I wrote the letter for the Khalifatul Masih to pray for me. This it was not there in the another sect. When I converted into the Ahmadi, the people was persecuting me. Some people went into my father. My father, if I practice the Islam, if I went in the Wahhabi and the Shiite, and if he was Muslim, is no problem. For him, is no problem. If it's the love for Islam, is no problem. But when I convert into the Ahmadi, the people went there to tell him, now I changing the religion, and I become a kafir. I become a Christian because at that time I was went in the missionary house to pray there. Many times he asked me, I understood that you are became a Christian. You see, and because this and the people was persecuting me, I wrote it for the Khalifatul Masih for the prayer. And for my father and my mother, because this I wrote it the letter for the Khalifatul Masih. Ayadallah ta'ala Nasir Aziz.
Yes. Do you have any intentions of leaving Islam Ahmadiyya?
To live in
Yes.
Islam Ahmadiyya.
Living as an exiting.
No. No.
Why?
Why? If I leave Islam Ahmadiyya, for me, it's like I leave the path of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that in the Holy Quran, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. If وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا, if I leave this community, this Khalifa, like I leave the Hablullah, like I leave this part of the Holy Prophet, like I leave the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Sunnati. He advised us to follow his Sunnah and the Holy Quran. If I leave the community Ahmadi, it's like I leave the practice of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also I leave the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Yes. Have you been able to draw other people?
Yes.
Onto Islam Ahmadiyyat if
Yes.
you have seen it to be good?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I used to call another people to into the Ahmadi. When I used to call him, some people went in the missionary house to ask about the Ahmadi, and also I told him the thing was you understood about the Ahmadi. Ahmadi is not the Muslim. Ahmadi is not Muslim. It's not true. And also I give him the proof from the Quran and also from the Ahadith. Also.
Yes. Now your last words.
Yeah.
For the viewers.
Yes. And now I want to say something. The people to believe in Allah. If you believe in Allah, if you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will give you the path of truth. And also, don't say in your heart, if I ask Allah, Allah will give me another thing. No. Like me, when I went in the Ahmadi train, I was praying every time, every day. And one day, when I prayed the Nawafil, I was sleeping. I saw in the dream again the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting, and the 4 caliph of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sitting around him. And there I saw one disciple sitting before him. When I look at very well, I saw it was Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam sitting before of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he cannot look at the Holy Prophet in the eyes. He like very good servant before his master. And after this, Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and his hair, the water came from his hair. And after the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam pointed him and told his 4 caliph in Arabic language, innahu huwa al-khalifatullahi al-wali. It means this is a Khalif of God, and also is Wali of God. It means in friend of God. If you are believe in Allah, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the istikhara by the iman. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you in the 2 paths.
Loure,
Tidiane. Yes.
Yes, this is all that time will allow. I would have loved us to continue with this conversation.
Yes.
So that I would be able to learn more.
Yes.
But unfortunately,
yes,
it isn't on our side. So I thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right, viewers. As usual, there is no time. Otherwise, we would continue with this pleasant conversation. But we have learned a lot from this young man. He has stated clearly that Ahmadiyyat is one religion that he cannot abandon for some reasons. And amongst these reasons is that Ahmadiyyat is one of the sects in Islam that has, the only sect in Islam that has leadership. It is the only sect, according to his Arabic teacher, who is not an Ahmadi, that does not indulge in shirk. He has also made it clear that Ahmadiyyat is one such community that embraces love for everyone. Until we meet again, you can log on to www.alislam.org to learn more about Islam Ahmadiyyat. There is a lot of issues to demystify. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah. Muhammadur Rasulullah.